Hello and welcome to our video. In a moment you're going to meet my friend Becky, who's pregnant, and she'll be the model for you to follow in the video. So what you'll need is a gym ball and possibly a pen. So first of all, sitting on your ball, you're just going to bounce up and down a little bit. So you need to make sure the ball's at the right height, so hips slightly higher than the knees. You can have the feet apart or together, it's up to you, whichever's most comfortable. So in terms of the nervous system, this particular kind of bouncing up and down stimulates the inner ear and a part of the inner ear called the saccule. So now you're going to stimulate your brain by doing a little bit of what we call SkinStim. Becky's doing it with a towel at the moment, a little folded up one, but you can use your hand or a massager. So when she's doing her brushing, which some people refer to this as, she's moving away from the body. So this doesn't just stimulate the skin, it also stimulates the sensory part of the brain called the parietal lobe, and it's always good to stimulate this part of the brain before doing any kind of movement. Remember to also do the lower body as well, so pushing away from the body, down the legs. So now we're going to do a vision exercise, and you'll need a pen for this, or just use your finger. So keeping your head still, you're going to follow the pen with your eyes, and then come back to the centre. So Becky made a mistake there, she moved her head but not the pen. So here she is doing it properly, eyes smoothly following the pen. So the reason that you're doing this is because this part of the brain, which is involved in eye tracking movements, is also the sensory part of the brain, the parietal lobe, so it helps to let you know where you are in space, and it deals with sensation. And also it lives behind the part of your brain which does movement, so if the parietal lobe works well, the part of the brain which does movement works better, and that's actually the same part of brain which does thinking, or what we'd call executive functions, where your personality lives, so something that in pregnancy could be affected. So if you take your right arm out to the side, turn your shoulder in, crease at the wrist, drop your shoulder away from your ear, and then slowly lift your arm up and down. So this is a nerve stretch. Also you can make a circle. So if you do the same on the other side, so what you're doing here is you're putting the nerve under tension and then moving it around a little bit. So it's almost like dental flossing the nerve, but there's more to it. So now we're going to do something which involves some coordination and movement. So this is a little bit of stimulation for the cerebellum. So first of all, Becky's just going to move her arms from the shoulder joint up and down. And then we're going to make it more complicated. So turning your head to look at the palm which is facing up. So it's turning alternate hands and turning your head. So every time you turn your head, you stimulate the vestibular system or your inner ear, and also because Becky's sat on an unstable surface, she's also constantly stimulating her balance system. So now we're going to do small fours, and what Becky's got here is it's a wrist wedge. This can be very helpful in pregnancy because it takes some of the pressure out of the wrist joint, but also if you've got wrist issues or arthritis or something like that, these are really helpful as well. So first of all, Becky's just going to slowly do a little bit of weight shifting. So she's going to move back and then move forward. So she's transferring weight from her hands into her feet and legs. And now, rather than just going forwards and back, she's going around in a circle. So you're moving through your hips and shoulders in a circular motion. So that's just a better look at what the wrist wedge is. So here we are at the end of our little workout. So using the ball, find a place to put it against the wall and then gently beginning to lean back over the ball. So you don't need to be pregnant to do this. Some people find back bends really uncomfortable, and this is the only position that is comfortable. So reaching your arms up and then curving back. So you can experiment with leg positions. So some people find it's more comfortable with the legs straight, other people with the legs bent. So when you're ready, just bring yourself back to the start position. Also, you can try moving yourself away from the ball to get a slightly different stretch or a different curve over the ball. Also, using a ball of different size will make the stretch different as well. So thank you very much for watching our little video. This is just a taster session of what we're in the process of making. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, feel free to get in touch with me and I'll do my very best to reply. So once again, thank you very much for watching our video.